If you are pregnant or you've recently had a baby, this podcast is for you. I'm your host, Kath. I'm a physiotherapist working in women's health and mum of 3. Inside my online program, Fitness Mama, I help women feel confident and strong inside out as they navigate pregnancy, birth, and postnatal recovery. Each week, I bring you 2 episodes to support you on your motherhood journey, whether it's real and raw birth stories from fellow mums, expert interviews with trusted health professionals, or bite-sized Q&As where I answer your most common questions. It is possible to feel amazing in your body during this stage of life, and I want that for you. Come and say hi on Instagram at kathbequee.physio, and let's dive into today's episode. Hey, welcome back to the Pregnancy, Birth and Recovery podcast. So I recently heard a conversation on Instagram where a well-known expert said something along the lines of, bladder leaks in pregnancy are totally normal. And while I understand where she's coming from, because yes, these symptoms are common, I do want to challenge this idea. Just because something is common doesn't mean it's normal or that we can't do something about it. So, we have a new format to these podcast episodes. I will be bringing you one birth story with real life stories from everyday mums. I will be then bringing you a guest expert chat. And there's also going to be a solo episode, a bit of an Ask Physio Kath quick podcast episode. And that's what this is today. It's kicking off this new series. Every 3 episodes, we've got an Ask Physio Kath episode. So in today's episode, I'm diving into what actually happens to the pelvic floor during pregnancy and birth, why bladder leaks might be happening, and most importantly, what you can do to support your recovery and feel more confident in your body. So let's chat about what actually happens to the pelvic floor. During pregnancy and birth, our bodies go through incredible changes, including structural changes. The pelvic floor is absolutely under more pressure from the growing baby, the growing uterus, hormonal changes too. We've got hormonal shifts, like I just mentioned. We've got all those beautiful hormones which we need, and this is all designing our body to give birth to our beautiful baby. But these hormones can affect our muscle tone and ligament support. We've also got postural changes, and these postural changes can affect our diaphragm and our core systems. So our pelvic floor and core, our diaphragm, these are all adjusting to there's increased strain in these areas too. Our diaphragm's pushed out of its normal length tension relationship. Our pelvic floor's got the weight. So there's a lot of changes happening in our body. And all of this adds up to the fact that the pelvic floor area, and when I say area, I mean the muscles, the fascia, the connective tissue, the whole floor of our pelvis is doing a huge job, and it's no wonder leaks can occur. But here's the thing, even though bladder leaks are common, they are also a sign that your system may need some support, and we shouldn't just accept them as normal or inevitable. So why does this matter? Without the right support, these early signs, like leaking when sneezing, coughing, or exercising, these are early signs that could linger postnatally. This is why early intervention and education and support really do matter. So, what can you do? Here's what I recommend if you are noticing bladder leaks during pregnancy and during any stage of pregnancy. 1 is awareness. Can you feel your pelvic floor contract and relax? Do you even know what your pelvic floor muscles do? Do you know, can you notice when they're lifting up? Can you notice when they're relaxing? Or are you just really not sure what's happening? And by the way, if you're not sure, you're not alone. These muscles are internal to our body. It's not like a bicep curl where we can stand in front of a mirror, lift them up, lift our hand up and flex our bicep muscles and then relax our hand down and relax our muscles. These pelvic floor muscles are internal to our body, so we can't just see if they're working correctly. And awareness is the first step. Second tip is to breathe well. So practice that diaphragmatic breathing. Ensure that when you are breathing, it's not that upper chest breathing and you don't have a lot of tension in your neck and shoulder muscles. We want to avoid that breath holding or straining and constipation where we're pushing down because we're constipation. There's some constipation with opening the bowels. We want to potentially modify our movement. We want to adjust our exercise so that it feels good and so that we can continue to exercise during pregnancy. Because there's one thing we know for sure with the research is that you're less likely to have pelvic floor issues postnatally if you maintain exercising during pregnancy. And that is so exciting. It's not all about the Kegels and the pelvic floor exercises. Just being able to maintain our movement and our exercise levels during pregnancy can really support our postnatal recovery outcomes. So this becomes really important when you're busy, when you're working long hours as your first pregnancy. Perhaps you're fatigued, perhaps you're nauseous, perhaps you've got that pelvic girdle pain. So this might be when, like, rather than thinking, oh, exercise is in the too hard basket, let's actually find something that supports your body during this phase of your life. Okay, now I do also, this is last on the list, but perhaps one of the most important things, but it's to go and seek support. So pelvic floor physios, women's health physios that have that postgraduate training in pelvic floor rehab can help. This is why I also created, as a pelvic floor physio, I created my online app where I support women to care for their bodies and pelvic floor during pregnancy, prepare their pelvic floor for birth, and help them have that amazing pelvic floor postnatal recovery to help you feel strong in your postpartum recovery without leaking, without concerns around prolapse, all those sorts of things. So go and seek the support of your local pelvic floor physio if you can. Amazing. If you need that support to continue exercising and supporting your body strength during pregnancy and postpartum, Fitness Mama can absolutely help you. But wherever you're at, just get the support you need because, as I said at the start, our pelvic floor, we are investing so much into producing our beautiful baby. Our body is going through a lot. As I mentioned, it's a structural changes, a postural changes, a hormonal changes, and this is just pregnancy. We're not even talking about birth recovery yet. So I really do believe investing back in our body, and it doesn't need to be time consuming, scary. Like, it should be a simple process of investing back into your body so that if you are leaking, you've got a plan of action and you're not just popping a pad on and thinking, oh, this is a normal symptom in pregnancy. Because as I mentioned, bladder leaks during pregnancy might be common, but they're not something you just have to put up with. With the right support, education, exercise, movement, you can feel in control of your body, not just during pregnancy, but beyond and well into your motherhood years. So to wrap it up, if you'd like to explore physio-created workouts on your app that you can do in the comfort of your home, workouts that support your pelvic floor, you can get started today with a free 7-day trial at fitnessmama.com/free. Go and book in that appointment with your local pelvic floor physio. If you live in Melbourne, I'm at Hatched House and I consult there. Beautiful clinic. So that's it, ladies. Have a fabulous day, and I look forward to joining you for the next episode of the Pregnancy, Birth and Recovery podcast. Thanks for listening to the Pregnancy, Birth and Recovery podcast, brought to you by Fitness Mama, your app for home-based, physio-led pregnancy and postnatal workouts. If you found this episode helpful, please tap follow, leave a quick review, and share it to your stories. Tag at kathbequee.physio. I'd love to connect and cheer you on. And don't forget to check out the free trial at fitnessmama.com/free to start feeling confident, strong, and supported today. Until next time, remember, a strong body, a confident birth, and empowered recovery is something you deserve. This podcast is for informational purposes only and is not a substitute for individual medical advice, diagnosis, or treatment. Please consult your healthcare provider for your personalised guidance.